today, by the way, is the tank player from Donna Fedora's Epixors, so I'm curious to see how he will perform.
Apparently, WaterDragons are also playing with the sub.
Okay.
And Sylvanas ban coming out is balance of interest. I think this will just force the Malfurion ban, and then balance intends to pick up a Kerrigan.
Yeah, it really depends how scary of a hero you think Kerrigan is. Usually what we would see now is a Malf ban, Kerrigan pickup, and then WaterDragons gets the early Brightwing.
And there is the Malfurion ban. So Kerrigan would be... No, they are going into the Oriole. Brightwing can still be taken.
Will WaterDragons just pick up Kerrigan Brightwing now?
I think there's almost no question that they're going to take Kerrigan.
Okay, they're at least picking up the Brightwing. They won't want to be choked on supports, and they take their Tyrael.
They want Tyrael.
The Kerrigan could be picked, but Balance can easily ban it out now if they don't pick it up. We're likely to see a Lunara pickup right now. McDonald also plays Gul'dan quite a bit, so you might see him.
I would be extremely surprised if Kerrigan wasn't picked here, because if they don't pick it, then they have to ban it because it still fits WaterDragons draft very well.
On the other hand, I don't think banning Kerrigan would be that bad of a situation if your Kerrigan player isn't super confident. You know, Panta actually loves Kerrigan.
Yeah, they do have a confident Kerrigan player, and he even earned the right build for Kerrigan on this map.
He did do the wrong one once. But same goes for Yufta on WaterDragons. He goes a funky one as well, with the split AoE and the double strike on level 13. And Balance picks up the Mirrodin, which is nice because I know Epixors hates playing Mirrodin. He finds it really boring.
Already griefing the sub. Yep. Seems good.
Seems good. So we should expect a Kerrigan ban right now from Balance. If they let us through, that would be pretty dangerous.
Though Kerrigan and Brightwing isn't a great combination, you almost have to pick up another support in that case.
I don't think they would be that afraid of it though.
So Tyrael helps with that, so maybe they don't need to.
Depends how you play the fight. Kerrigan does get a lot of sustain on shrines, as long as you fight around the Guardians.
Yeah. But when you actually engage with Kerrigan, she's pretty fragile unless there's someone who can save her from burst.
WaterDragons.
Looking at an Arcus ban. This makes a lot of sense. If they're going to pick up Kerrigan, Arcus is one of the other strong shrine babysitters, and it's also strong against Kerrigan and pretty much anything that Tyrael enables.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
Yeah, like went pretty far into the draft.
I guess this is purely so late because WaterDragons loves their Tyrael. Just completely left them open.
Maybe Balance of Interest knew it and figured that WaterDragons wouldn't prioritize the Kerrigan either. Maybe they didn't want Kerrigan for whatever reason. They seem to prioritize Oriole Lunara over it. And a Greymane.
I wonder if you'll see Smork Greymane melee mode, or if he's going the Cocktail build. Cocktail does pretty well clearing the shrines. Once you complete the quest, cooldown is very low, so you do a lot of poke.
And WaterDragons has been running more Gul'dan lately.
I wonder how they're going to approach a fight now. Because if the Greymane doesn't play very well, I don't see the Tyrael pick getting extreme value. And Brightwing isn't able to sustain through Lunara damage too long either, so they have to be quite decisive.
Brightwing is one of the best healers at sustaining through Lunara damage though, since it's free AoE healing.
Yeah, but at some point it's always gonna break through. Brightwing can't keep up. And in the poke war right now, the team of Balance should win just through the extreme sustained healing from the Aurora Lunara combo.
Yeah, at least after 10, once they have Tornwood Wine. The weaving damage also helps, though it's hard to actually hit things with a weaving on shrines. And Chen. They go with...
This might be because Epixors is top cack. I did tell them don't give Epixors Chen, please. But this maybe they'll pull it off.
This does mean that they now have the dominant solo lane. Godan is pretty good. I'm pretty sure he doesn't beat Chen.
No, he does not beat Chen.
Yeah, there's just Godan can damage Chen.
As long as Chen doesn't face tank like every corruption, it should be fine.
Yeah.
Gives them... Nice thing. They are super sustaining now on the shrine. It's going to be very hard to fully balance off now.
The nice thing about Godan is that you can run him either in the solo lane or in the rotation. His kit is good for both of these purposes. So they could... Like Godan shouldn't ever troll. They're picking another solo laner that loses to Chen.
Yeah, that's a unique pickup. I think their thought process here is just we need a melee just to bolster our front line. And they might think that Thrall does okay against Chen, but I think he actually does slightly worse than Gul'dan, just because Chen's wave clear is pretty good.
Thrall can win the matchup if he basically plays perfectly.
Let's see, there should be a lobby up soon.
I'm not sure it's going to happen unless the Thrall player for WaterDragons is significantly more skilled than the Chen player for balance of interest in the matchup.
I think I would have liked to see maybe an Alarak on the side of WaterDragons. Something more decisive and something just to help them engage hard and get a pick.
Alarak is also a hero that has an easier time against Chen in lane than a Thrall does.
Yeah, definitely. So Alarak can easily interrupt the drink all the time. And
being able to have Godan in the rotation, though, does mean that they have the stronger wave clear.
Yeah, they should win rotations. Lunara does okay. Li Ming doesn't really do much in wave clear unless you let like a side orb. Or if they go teleport build, but that only enables at level 7. Yeah, lobby is being created, so I will swap us to the game view.
WaterDragons do have double work synergy.
Sorry, I've actually set up bets, but I didn't run them, so I'll just set the time frame to like 3 minutes. So if you still want to bet, make sure to type !bet A or B and the number of points you want to spend. Let's see. Oh, I was invited to a lobby, but then it was cancelled. It was bad.
I'll invite you again.
There we go. Pretty poor portrait synergy on the side of WaterDragons.
Yeah, just don't seem to care. No caster points.
No caster points. There we go. Let's just check game view is correct.
Right. Now we're just waiting for teams to be ready.
I think it's just WaterDragons. Oh, maybe the Li Ming as well.
Yeah.
So it seems Epixors will be pulling out some top cack play. I wonder how they'll do. It's very unlikely to see him pick up Storm, Earth and Fire actually. Just because he really likes Barrel.
I would actually like Storm, Earth and Fire here.
Yeah, I think it would be the better pick. But Epixors is a top cack player. And
maybe he knows better.
Our Chen play in the scrims was actually slightly disappointing. But that said, Epixors is like god tier. Let's just take a quick look.
That.
Level 20 Chen right there. Something like number 6 on the Hot Stocks leaderboards right now. He's pretty decent. Again, we will be going into the first match. Balance of Interest versus WaterDragons. This is round 5, I think.
Yeah, this is in the loser bracket. I'm not sure where exactly in the loser bracket it is, but...
Yeah, and the team that wins this series will face Fist and Nurture next.
Yeah.
Let's see, is this round 5? Oh, this is round 4. The winner will be moving to round 5. WaterDragons is the favored team in terms of seeding, but Balance has put on a really impressive showing so far. Like, only remaining team from Division 4. For that matter, the only team from a division lower than 2 at the moment, I think.
Yeah, everyone from Division 3, everyone from Division 3, Division 5, and everyone else from Division 4 has already gotten knocked out of the tournament. So Balance of Interest is the only one who can prove that rank doesn't matter.
Okay, and I will be introducing the teams on the left hand side. It is Balance of Interest with Carver Jocker on the Muradin, Blink on the Ariel, Epixors on the Chen, Qualaf on the Lunara, and McDino on the Liming. If you'd be so kind to introduce WaterDragons.
We have WaterDragons with Nemo Hostem on Trout, Ravatar on Godan, Big Lupu on Tyrio, Kankeli on Greymane, and Nebet on the Brightwing.
Level 1 talents, all pretty standard. Greymane leaving his build choice open right now. He could move into either Cocktail or Auto Attack Ranged or Auto Attack Melee. Level 1 isn't build defining. Usually we do see the triple Cocktail on 147 though.
Yeah. This time Ravatar is going for the standard go down build, at least on level 1. Was putting Drain Life talents earlier. It seems like they're putting Throw in the solo lane.
Yeah, that Drain Life build, I don't think it has much value.
It allows you to win a lane really hard. And now, Balance of Interest just clearing the wave. WaterDragons trying to go for an early gank, not really working out. And WaterDragons actually gaining a slight advantage in this rotation for the time being. Stun going out on the Ravatar, not going to be any follow-up to that. Kanko just trying to wait in the wings here.
Rotation is going roughly equally. Balance is a bit faster, ammo is being traded. Same value.
WaterDragons was getting slightly split here. But now they're doing decently again.
Lincoln gets chunked by Ravatar there.
Yeah.
Epixors doing fine against the front lane.
Doesn't have any hope, so can't heal herself.
First line will be spawning top. And both teams probably looking to pick up the level 4 right now.
Generally don't want to really contest the first shrine until you have the level 4 talent.
Greymane actually getting poked down by the Lunara, does manage to just walk out. Blinker very low.
Ravatar is also getting caught a little bit, but seems to be... there was a lot of chunk from McDino, but still, Ravatar can get away. Should have tap available. Throw is getting onto the shrine, isn't really the best hero at clearing it though.
Yeah, Froge can sustain himself, but he kills it very, very slowly. Level 4 has been picked up for both teams. Greymane moves into the Q talent level 4.
Now there's starting to be a bit of a skirmish here. It does seem like Balance of Interest is getting the worst end of this trade. Their health bars are quite a bit more. The Nemo Hostem is taking some damage.
Garb is actually falling pretty low.
But he has third wind and he's murdered. If he just stands away for a few seconds, he's going to be full health again. Ravatar getting chunked. I don't think he shouldn't have tap anymore.
See.
They are maintaining position on the shrine. They might be able to get it regardless.
Balance is putting pressure on the shrine quite decently, but they don't quite finish to make WaterDragons back off yet.
And they're not getting last hit.
So some Guardians being kept right now, but Greymane has a pretty easy time clearing this. And Carvachoker actually gets junked, falls down, doesn't get the heal from Blink in time.
And this is going to be a shrine for WaterDragons now.
Yeah, and Qualov realizes it.
Off, soaking the lanes.
In general, you kind of just want to leave your team members to soak the other lanes during the first Punisher, just because it's really weak.
Yeah, and now it's gotten jumped over the gate.
Yeah, but you're getting chunked by the Gul'dan.
That was I think a full hit of the corruption. Big Upo actually out-ruining over the wall. Bit aggressive there. The Punisher is going to fall relatively quickly. Doesn't seem like much more is going to come. They're going to get the front wall. Not going to get the well.
Looking to re-engage, but Carv is already backing off.
Yeah. Blink has no hope and was health.
Pretty well defended by Balance. They are slightly down in XP, level 7 will hit earlier for WaterDragons, but there shouldn't be a fight breaking out anytime soon. And just having well up still in top lane is a pretty big deal for them.
WaterDragons, they might have been able to get that if they actually prioritized. It didn't seem like they cared about it that much. Not
sure why they are starting their Bruiser camp right now.
I mean, they might actually be looking to pressure that exact well. Get something to siege it in with. Interesting decision. It makes sense if they're going to actually push with it. But
at the same time, the shrine is not gonna spawn top next time. So
yeah,
it won't get immediate value.
Top shrine.
Yeah, but in that case it would be easy for them to just like wait for the next shrine, then cap it. And give Balance a choice. Either you lose this well, maybe you fourth, or you lose the shrine.
This Shaman camp will push forever unless it's stopped, but Epixors is here to deal with it. It's not going to do anything. It was...
Yeah, it seems kind of wasted there. Greymane did actually move into his Q build. Incendiary Elixir has been picked up. It's not the hardest quest to stack on this map specifically, because team fights are usually just centered around the shrine. So you get the easy splash value. Next shrine is activating. Balance right now is picking their Bruiser camp, so I like that move coming out from them.
WaterDragons do have the global, so Brightwing can probably clear it, maybe. If they can just keep poking. Brightwing does have the global and can come in whenever. So it doesn't really, so it's a 5v4 in theory, but it doesn't really represent an opportunity for Balance to come in.
And Carvachoker moves in on Big Loop, who gets the stun. Epixors trying to body block him, Material just gonna float away. Already burned his Eldrin Smite.
It's actually a 5v4. Thrall is still pushing the bot lane.
And top siege camp wasn't defended by the Brightwing, so they're probably gonna lose some structures there if they don't take care of it soon.
Balance taking position on the shrine. Carvachoker is falling pretty well. Epixors as well. Taking a lot of damage here from this cooldown. And WaterDragons is starting to get in here. And they're evening out the minion count. And Balance of interest, if they want to shrine, they need to do it fast, because level 10 is coming soon, and that's Carv is falling down.
They have to back off now.
10 for WaterDragons. This is another one shrine. The top camp will push, which is a small victory, but this Punisher.
And they should just move to the lanes right now, try to get the soak and hit level 10 as soon as possible, so they aren't defending the entire time without ults. Top tower probably gonna fall pretty soon. Well, it's gonna go down from the top port. Thrall moving for the defense now.
This is a 4-man push with owls, and Balance of interest still doesn't have theirs.
Brightwing
might be able to. Brightwing is
still considering.
Here. Hasn't even taken the level 7 talent.
It's fully Iaconine.
Probably waiting for Chen's heroic choice. There isn't much to cleanse except potentially Keg, and it's taken, and that should mean Brightwing picks up cleanse.
Let's see if she does. Yeah, there's the cleanse coming out. There isn't, if you move into trade build, the other level 7 turns aren't super strong. Face shield is an okay pick. Thrall's gonna take care of that top well, so that won't be up for the next shrine.
Kankawi getting caught a little bit, but Rio and Brighton are there for the save. And they're again just trying to push into a 4v5, but realize it back up. Thrall is pushing the top lane again. At the end of the day, it seems like Balance of Interest just isn't able to get headway into these fights.
No, they need to get a decisive pick pretty soon, like move on, get a kill, move out. Right now they're both losing the skirmish around the fights and not putting enough pressure in the lanes. And WaterDragons just capitalizing like, you are in control right now, so we'll just push wherever we want.
Yeah. It seems like whenever there is a skirmish, it's a 5v4 in favor of Balance of Interest, and they don't manage to get anything done, and then when there's a shrine 5v5, they just lose a hero.
Yeah, I'd like to see Garvis and Epixors both move in aggressively in one of the squishies and just try to zone them out, make sure they aren't dealing too much damage so that the backline can follow up. Seems like we might see an invade on the easy camp. Big Luke goes in with the teleport but doesn't get it in time.
Yeah. Carvis Joker is still here, might die. No, it has to jump
available. Horrify being used there.
But not quite.
Horrify and Sunder used, but Garvis managed to survive, so well done there by Balance. The other talent tier down right now. Level 13 has been picked up.
This is actually a fight that Balance can take though. Simply because of disparity in heroics, but they like Gul'dan just hit multiple people with that corruption.
Yeah, he's already finished stacking it, and if we take a look at damage numbers, Gul'dan pretty easily leading the chart, 28k for him. On Balance it's Li Ming with 18k, and the top bruiser camp is pushing into the top keep, which means someone is gonna have to take care of that if they don't want to lose their wall.
Yeah. And Balance is trying to get on the shrine.
And nice move here under Kankeli. Gets the clan Scarf Joker, moves in. Epixors chasing him down. He does fall.
Finally dies.
So this is a 5v4 right now. But top keep is still getting pressured. One tower already down. Gate about to fall. Garvis moves in aggressively but gets chunked by Nemo, Ostum and Rafatar.
Looks like WaterDragons is still trying to get, and they're actually getting position onto the shrine 5v4. Rafatar is just doing so much poke. Never quite getting caught.
And Stormbolt misses there, hits the minion. Epixors moves onto Rafatar but Oriel falls. They have to back off now. There's still a talent tier down and they got chunked even in a 5v4.
And
Rudin gonna fall, Epixors gonna fall.
They just traded 0 for 3. 3 for 0 in a 5v4. That was. And WaterDragons is just going to take this port for free, then they're going to go back to finish up the shrine. Doesn't seem Balance of Interest.
Yeah, that's a fourth, half of a keep roughly, and a shrine for WaterDragons. So they're in a pretty good spot right now.
Yeah. Then they can probably get to level 16 off this push. They're just running away with this game.
Going in quite deep.
Big Wupu just seems to be zoning here. Probably not, but isn't enough damage to kill him.
Level 13 should be at any moment for Balance of Interest.
Yeah. But this is a push with a Punisher. When you have a Punisher, that's almost like an extra hero in the team fight. They can jump the wall, but
Lunara has unfair advantage now, which makes her pretty good at defending. Lots of slows on the side of Balance. Ariel still holding her talent and expect to see the blind.
Would make sense against Hall and Greyman especially. They're just actually not going to get that much. They're about at 16 though. Are they going to try to pressure this in? They don't have a minion wave, so it doesn't seem like they're going to.
They might be looking for a team right now. Epixors goes in for the Kek, finds Kankeli, but he gets cleansed. Epixors is very low right now. Link goes down on Auriel. Auriel walks into every corruption from Rafatar. He just gets chunked.
They just chased a little bit too far. That was a fight down a talent tier 3 full level. And now this is probably going to be the keep taken down. Gul'dan deals an impressive amount of structure damage. Getting chunked a little bit, but yeah, that's going to be the key going down. First keep of the game, going to the WaterDragons.
Yeah, and as long as you don't get a kill on the Gul'dan or the Brightwing, they're just gonna keep sustaining them through the pokey team fights. Yeah. Gul'dan trades his health for mana, Brightwing just heals it passively back up without actually using mana.
And Gul'dan is just consistently getting multi-man corruptions, and it's just like Rabbitaur is winning most of these fights for his team.
And they're starting the booster camp right now. They just want to keep the pressure on. They already invaded the booster camp on the side of balance. That's not going to get much done, but it does deny them the pickup.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, balance gets the bottom easy camp. They might, if they decide to push it, they might get flanked, but they decide to back off.
Yeah, it's a wise decision, but WaterDragon is just now running the map.
Next one will spawn top. Big Lupo gets found by Epixors, gets the stun. Again, massive corruptions being landed by Rabbitaur.
And again, Balance of Interest just needs to disengage. But they're actually, it looks like they're actually trying to poke. They're trying to look for an opportunity.
They have to be able to get a pick on the Gul'dan, or dodge his skill shots every time. But right now they don't have the time to commit to a poke fight. There is a booster camp pushing to keep.
And they're still trying to fight a talent tier down. WaterDragons is not even going for the shrine. They just want to push every lane and get every camp first. They don't. If Balance of Interest go for the shrine, they still have a well in that lane. They have the talent tier advantage. If Balance of Interest go into the shrine, then WaterDragons can simply collapse on them, probably get multiple kills.
And now Balance don't even bother with the shrine. They have to clear, otherwise everything is getting threatened. It'd be siege camps and catapults at the core. At least they don't have to worry about bot lane for a bit, but WaterDragons is now getting a pretty sizable lead. Still a talent tier up, 16. Not quite hit. I would have liked to see Balance just stay behind and get the 16 talents first.
Yeah.
If they were gonna bother to contest.
Well, they wouldn't have had time to contest anyway. They're trying to go in. They feel like if they lose this Punisher, they're going to lose the game. Rabbitaur is actually getting caught here.
Nice sanctification coming out.
Along with the Thunder. And Epixors trying to make something happen here with the keg, but it's just going to die. Unara and Oiming are alive, but not a single reset. No kills for Balance of Interest. Nebet almost gets taken down, but Flawat is going to die. McDino should be able to get away. But this should actually just be game.
Yeah, and they're just leaving Thrall there, clearing the shrine. Rest is gonna push the keep down. And WaterDragons making a pretty convincing argument for picking the Tyrael that early.
Yeah. That's the keep taken down. Still 14 seconds on 1 hour. The Punisher pushing from the core. Yeah. Even talents, but still 3 levels of scaling. Not even going to be able to make the
Nebet actually gets chunked by McDino, but he's just gonna heal it back off now because there was no follow-up.
Yeah.
There are no... I don't think they can made it to bot keep. No way they're giving him vision there.
Yeah, and Punisher is going on to the core. Carvis Jocker dying, jumps in, dies.
Temperature very low. Link are gonna die on the Auriel as well.
Aegis himself isn't going to help.
And that should be game 1. Going over to WaterDragons. Catapults, Punisher, 5 people, right clicking to win.
Yeah. And thanked just for, I guess, the BM.
Well played by WaterDragons.
And a pretty convincing win.
Let's see. Just checking the stats real quick. McDino actually doing a pretty decent job keeping up with the other assassins, but never really landing a killing blow. The Raffletar just topping the charts.
McDino was able to get pretty good orbs, and
well, great cooperation, I must say.
Excellent, 5 stars.
Bonus points. Just open up. Need to create a new reflow pad. Move back to the main screen. Contest live. WaterDragons 1. We'll be setting up the next one. Hopefully I will start it during the draft. Would be nice.
Production value happening here.
My production value is always on point. At least when McDino was playing, he can't send me angry whispers.
I mean, don't underestimate him. Right now, he's not playing right now.
Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. Not enough W talents on that leaning. See about the pointing out the problems. Might actually have been a good move to just go full.
The Weeming's build, he went with Seeker, which is a bit difficult on shrines because of just all the midgets hitting, like all the midgets blocking shots. He was able to do a lot of damage regardless.
Okay, draft link has been sent out, so I will swap over. I think I'm actually breaking rules here by not having a 3-minute break. But we need to get these things done quickly because at 3 PM the official day starts.
Yeah. Breaking rules, disqualify both teams.
No, disqualified as a caster, being kicked.
Yeah.
Okay.
The casters, right.
You got the link open as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just waiting for bonus painters to ready up.
Yeah, they're waiting for me to ready up.
Oh.
It's caster power. Okay, did I start the contest? I will start the contest. There you go. Production value. And this is the map choice of Balance of Interest, and it wouldn't be too weird if you see a Vikings band from WaterDragons, because Balance tends to win this map through going Vikings and then a big roam comp, and there we go.
And there we go. WaterDragons did their research.
Now, this is a tough spot for Balance, because at this point, either they have to find a new way of cheesing the map, which we haven't seen yet, or they need to try and actually win team fights quite decisively, which is very difficult against a team like WaterDragons.
Yeah. One solution that they might try to go for is some kind of avatar composition.
Yeah, you could definitely see that. Just try and poke the shrines as long as possible, let Abba soak, let him get the pressure going with his Locust.
They're already spending a lot of time on a second ban, which would usually just be a Malfurion. They're actually so afraid of the Tyrael that they're going to ban Tyrael over Malfurion. Leave Malfurion open. Probably going to be picked here.
It's 2 respect bans, so these teams at least did some research.
Yeah. Wouldn't even have been terribly surprised to see a Gul'dan ban there.
Yeah, and WaterDragons hovering the Malf right now, just such a strong healer. And especially considering Balance was never quite able to decisively end the team fight, he sort of does the same thing as the Brightwing, just topping up his team every time Balance disengages. And also refunding mana with his trade.
They're also digging into they do walk in the Malfurion. They spent quite a while thinking about that.
I have 15 seconds gone from both of the time pools. Balance right now. I don't know how they're gonna approach this on the map. I wouldn't be too surprised if they pick up something like a Lunara Auriel right now. Just make sure they get a solid healer.
Yeah. Brightwing might also be the pickup because WaterDragons really likes aggressive compositions. They're going to go with the Muradin. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Brightwing here.
Yeah, if they go Muradin, Brightwing seems like this logical pickup. Also gives them the global to try not get too far behind or just get ahead in terms of XP soak.
Yeah. Brightwing can soak a side lane while the rest of the team tries to evade the tribute.
what do we see? On the other end, if they don't pick either up right now, if they don't pick up right wing, they still should be able to pick up either right wing or Auriel next rotation, unless WaterDragons moves into double support.
But with Malfurion, you generally don't want right wing or Auriel.
Yeah, that's why like there would be one ban on the side of WaterDragons and Balance would pick up the other.
But yeah, there is the right wing pickup.
WaterDragons right now.
Probably partially because right wing is currently considered just a very powerful pick in general, and it's strong against the kind of plays that WaterDragons has shown already, and it's also a buff control if you pick Emerald Wind.
But you can
see very early.
Yeah, that's an early new pick. So they're probably planning to smork.
Again.
As always. But we do see Balance is really thrown off by the Vikings ban, I feel. They weren't prepared in draft for this.
The Murden right wing seems like it's a very safe non-committal pick. It seems like their plan in the draft is to just try to counter what WaterDragons are doing.
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure what WaterDragons is doing right now.
I mean, they are picking up the global. They're picking up hard engage essentially with an Uberak, and they're going to need another front line. And the ETC ban, that's fine. It's another potential global, also fairly good with heavy engage. Just a very powerful warrior in general. Balance Winters doesn't want to pick up an ETC since they already have a Murden.
I wonder how WaterDragons is gonna introduce burst to their composition. They could move into a mage, and they could also move into an Alarak and get a less bursty front line. Or I mean a less bursty second range. Balance could potentially, they have a lot of choice right now actually. I was expecting them to pick up Li Ming, so yeah, I like that ban.
Though an Uberak is already a counter to Li Ming, it's strange to pick up an Uberak and then also ban Li Ming. Because you would expect that if you are picking an Uberak, you want to ban something else and just let the Li Ming go through, knowing that you already have a counter to it. Tychus is strong against an Uberak. It's also going to be strong against the other tank that's going to...
This is really nice though, because Tychus Abathur is a really annoying combo to deal with. Abathur buffing Tychus' attack speed and giving him sustain actually makes him like semi-bruiser-ish and ups his damage quite a bit.
And Tychus is strong against an Uberak. Tychus is in a bit of a strange spot against a lot of warriors because while he basically doesn't care about what your actual health pool is, he does percentage damage to all of it. And an Uberak has no defense against auto attacks really. He has a low health pool. The shield doesn't help that much, he's just going to die very quickly. But at the same time, Tychus needs to be stationary to actually attack. They're going solo Anub with a Lily and a Gul'dan.
I guess their plan is to just not let the hyper-carry Tychus get value. And again, the minigun can't be blinded, I think.
I think they changed that recently. It used to be that the minigun percentage damage would still go through, would count as a separate source of magic damage, but now if you bind Tychus during minigun, it actually works.
Okay.
And balance of interest.
They
could use a...
I think they want a solo lane still.
Well, it might have been Weavy Gul'dan might have been to preempt the potential wait and pickup. I don't think they're going to do it. They might have been planned. Are they going for it anyway?
I would have expected either a Thrall or a Chen there, actually.
Yeah,
I'm surprised they go into the yellow.
Oh, that.
And I think that actually cripples them quite a bit.
Yeah, it feels like this, like their plan was to go into anyway then. And then WaterDragons preempted it with the Gul'dan and both of which are very strong against Illidan. And then balance of interest just didn't really know how to adapt the draft, and they just wound up going with their original plan despite having gotten somewhat countered on it already. Feels bad.
Yeah, I don't see the Elite actually getting anything done. There's a lot of disruption on the side of WaterDragons. There's tons of blinds. The targets he's gonna go on are either they have good self-defense in the form of the blinds to drain life, Fast can barrel roll away next to his team. In general, Illidan doesn't care if you move away, he's just gonna follow you, but considering WaterDragons comp. Plus, it's double support, so how is Illidan gonna kill something?
The biggest problem for WaterDragons is really the solo and Ubarak against the Tychus. Like,
yeah,
if he goes in, but at the same time, if the blinds are on point, then Tychus is not going to be able to do anything.
Okay, we'll move us over to the game. I personally think that going either for Tychus alone was actually already enough to like warrant the Abathur pick, because Abathur Tychus is a strong combo.
And I think WaterDragons doesn't really have the lane push potential to counter out Abathur in the early game.
No, and I would have just liked to see the Follow Chan more than the Illidan.
Something that doesn't get completely destroyed by blinds. Picking Illidan into a Lily.
Even something like Alarak would have actually been fine.
Yeah, he has more relevant ability damage.
And an Alarak clone, even though I would expect the Tychus clone, is still pretty decent. Untalented Alarak still has his full trait, so it makes him OP.
And Alarak can also... Alarak is also pretty good at counter-engaging against something like an Ubarak. Kind of strange draft from both sides.
Yeah, it feels like Balance is just not really adopting to the picks on the other side. It's like they have the Vikings draft and they have their backup plan, and that's it. But I will be introducing the team on the left hand side. It is Balance of Interest with McDino on the Abathur, Qualath on the Tychus, Carfish Chocker on the Illidan, Blinke on the Brightwing, and Epixors on the Muradin doing a little dance there.
And on the right side we have the WaterDragons with Big Lupu on Anubarak, Ravatar on Gul'dan, Nebet on Lily, Nemo Hostem on Malfurion, and Kankeli on the Foster.
Level 1 talents all pretty normal.
Though it is worth noting that Foster Bribe, and he's just flying into the tower, getting instantly chunked by
I'm guessing that some BM doesn't seem like it would be a misclick.
Maybe it was a misclick.
Yesterday we saw Eros AL from Visonurge actually dig like straight into mid lane and escape with 15 health.
Yeah.
Noteworthy, McDino I think is an Abathur main actually. It's his most played hero, I believe. Wondering how well he will be able to play the map.
He has played Abathur in the past in the lounge. I'm not sure if it has actually worked out for them, but he has played it.
Carfish actually getting chunked in the top lane. Already forced to tap. You can't really move into the Gul'dan.
Yeah, if Gul'dan starts draining an Illidan, the Illidan just cannot actually deal enough damage to get through that. The Gul'dan will always win that trade. There's almost nothing an Illidan can do.
They move Tychus to the top lane, which the lane they face is actually surprisingly dominant for WaterDragons.
Yeah, Gul'dan Malfurion is absolutely devastating. Gul'dan is an incredibly powerful laner with the strongest wave core in the game. He has high self-sustain. He doesn't really run out of mana, and Malfurion helps with all of this.
People whispering me. Can confirm, Josh, you are on the stream.
Tychus actually getting rooted through the wall, gets chunked down to almost no HP. Does he even have tap available?
Let's check.
I
no,
think he's waiting
he doesn't have tap.
Is he
75-second cooldown.
Okay, so but he's not backing.
He should be backing because the tribute is about to spawn. There's roughly 30 seconds left before it's active.
But even this is risky. Like if he gets hit by corruption through the.
There we go. Blinket does move in. I think should be able to save him. Yeah, it's going to be enough.
Just barely.
Nice save there from Linke. Does mean face hit is off cooldown, but the spawn stops, so not the biggest of deals.
Carvis Joker picks up the siege camp. WaterDragons not responding with their own siege camp, but luckily for them, the tribute is going to be in the top lane.
4 talents have been picked up for both teams. This enables a way nicer Illidan playstyle with friend or foe.
Yeah. WaterDragons not prioritizing the camp.
Melv went for Vengeful Roots there instead of the Illidan's Grace or the increased mana return. It's an easy trip though for WaterDragons.
Yeah. Hard for an Abathur composition to really contest, especially not having that much poke. Brighton has some poke, but didn't go for Arcane Barrage. Tychus also has some, but no one else really has anything.
So far, slight XP lead for WaterDragons. They've chunked down a front gate. Like Dino trying to keep up in XP.
But
Garbage Joker starting to solo boss. Well, solo with the top hat, so.
That's.
If he doesn't get scouted, that's pretty big for balance.
Is this actually going to work? Can you win a solo boss with a hat at this point in the game?
Yeah, past level 4 it should be pretty easy.
If you does avoid the route, I guess they're just going to give up this tribute, go for the boss. But this was aggroed at 3 minutes. The boss is relatively weak. It's not going to do any more damage than WaterDragons was already able to do in the top lane with just Godan and Malfurion pushing in. And
actually, Quellav getting chunked there by Refatar will be saved by Blinker, but Malfurion gets the snipe. And that's a dead Tychus. Boss is gonna fall to Illidan with his top hat. But it's not gonna do too much because it's a weak boss and WaterDragons just moves in for the defense now.
Yeah. And there are also giants in this lane. They are going to do some damage to it. Carvis Joker is going to clear them out pretty fast though.
Blinket didn't pick up Cleanse, which seems weird considering there's so much crowd control on the side of WaterDragons. With the roots, multiple Anoop stuns, Horrify.
That your roots and Anubarak stuns are pretty scary. Horrify is a heroic on a fairly long cooldown.
It's more about like saving the Illidan. If you lose him, suddenly you have a problem.
Illidan going into this keep. Big Whoop would actually be in a bit of trouble, but Illidan's just going to get blinded by the Lily.
Again, balance. Garth is not sidestepping the corruption, just face tanking all 3 hits, giving Ravatar easy stacks. Kankeli might drop her in the top lane. Grenade doesn't finish him off.
Ravatar seems like an extremely experienced Godan player.
Yeah, he's definitely pulling his weight. XP roughly even now for both teams. 10 won't be hit for this tribute. It is gonna be Curse. And it seems like Balance is like, fine, have your Curse.
Yeah, they haven't gotten a single tribute. They're going to lose the race to 10. Abathur is quite strong on this map, but they haven't been able to delay the tributes at all. Abathur has gotten no XP advantage. And they're nowhere near to getting a Curse.
Yeah, and this is also why I think either the Thrall or the Alarak would have been nice, just for poking the tributes. So easy to interrupt with the Thrall.
Illidan hasn't been able to do really anything in this game. McDino actually in the bush, Nemo host him, doesn't know that it's there.
Nice. I know, McDino taking away.
Not going to get caught. And pushing the bot lane. S4.
Link actually in a bit of trouble against WaterDragons.
Yeah,
that's a kill. Level 10 about.
Going for the fly, going to Gust.
Nice Gust. Aperture gets stunned, does manage to jump out. Meta pop there defensively just to get out. Burden, is he gonna survive? No.
Meredith died anyway.
Gets sniped. Feels bad,
that should be the front wall.
Surprised we aren't seeing Odin on the side of Tychus. I would have expected Odin just for like extreme damage, zoning. It's also you can use it as a defensive cooldown somewhat.
So on this map there's no pushing objective and fights are generally easier to disengage. Odin is very telegraphed. In some ways it's easier to disengage from Odin than Laser. And Laser helps you take boss, which can be relevant.
That's true. Then again, Odin in a throw pit is also pretty decent. And right now, Balance is trying to get back some map control. Falset already starting the boss. The rest of WaterDragons is moving up to him now.
Balance of Interest just clearing the wave. Are they going to sniff this out? Doesn't seem like...
I think they might. Tychus is moving up now.
Yeah, they might have had vision from the mines here. Okay, yeah, they are sniffing this out. Are they able to do anything?
All ults are up on the side of Balance of Interest.
Okay, Falster is in the pit. Should be able to gust this. There we go, and that's boss secured. Laser doing a lot of damage. The car is going to get taken down. Such a messy fight.
Should be a dead Malfurion.
Tychus Clone coming out. Rabatar getting chunked, is going to die. Big Whoop is the only survivor. They do get the boss. It's arguable whether that's worth it.
I'm surprised actually that they didn't pick up Emerald Wind on the side of Balance, considering it's such a strong boss control tool.
Though they don't have another support, so... And given how hard Illidan is being countered in this composition, having just more raw heals to keep an Illidan alive is helpful. They're going to defend the boss, and all of WaterDragons are up. They have 13. This should be an easy tribute for them again.
Doesn't really matter though, only the first one.
Yeah.
Garbage is picking up the cam. They're trying to push the lanes out a bit now. Abathur has been doing some work on bot fort, but it's not going to fall quite yet. Boss is up now on the side of Balance.
Looks like WaterDragons do seem to be moving a bit in that. Go down is actually going bot just to soak this massive wave that's coming up. Abathur has been pushing here for a while. Quawat checking the boss.
Tychus gets found by the Nubarak, does disengage.
There's no follow-up available there. Just a Malfurion. They're posturing up this boss, and Giants are pushing the top lane, but it's still pretty much a full health wall.
The team for Balance did just get quite a bit more sustain. So much transference on the Abathur, that's the stuff for Tychus. The shield dust for Brightwing, Nimble Defender for Illidan, and Healing Static for Muradin. It's all defensive. Yep. It's all the standard talent as well, actually.
Yep. Illidan only has defensive talents in 13.
And Balance starting boss, but that's 4 people moving in from WaterDragons right now.
This looks like a throw pit. Falster should have fly available.
And Illidan actually gets stunned.
This is...
Falstad does have fly, is using it right now.
He's coming in here. Nemo Hostum gets taken down. That was an early gust.
But that's a dead Tychus. Garbage Jocker should be falling here as well, and so should Aperture. And that's a throw pit, boys.
That is a throw pit. Though it's debatable whether you can throw a game that you are already losing.
It's just nice to call it a throw pit. And they're just gonna push this to the keep, like the decision. There's also a siege camp backing up this boss.
Yeah.
Front gate already down. Abathur is slugging away there, not really gonna be able to do anything.
Okay, really not with them. If they were actually pushing us 5 and the Balance of Interest gave up like 2 kills, this could be game. Actually, boss is still full health. This
could still be game. Lily
is
just sieging mid fort.
Yeah, they're just backing up.
He did hit level 16, Hardened Focus being picked up for Malfurion, so he's gonna spam his cooldowns.
Really interesting build. He went for Hardened Focus, but then Vengeful Roots. Like the maximum greed, 0 fear Malfurion.
Yeah, I'm personally more surprised about the life seed. I guess they're like, we'll just out-sustain you completely and you won't get a kill.
I think that falls well into the maximum greed, zero fear paradigm.
I would have expected the ice block actually.
I mean, no fear.
Yeah.
To be fair, what are you actually ice blocking in this competition?
I guess if you get caught out by them and you're waiting for your team to come back, but WaterDragons is just constantly roaming together, so it wouldn't really happen.
They seem extremely confident.
And blue team again gets cursed. Balanced right now on the back foot. Already all forts down, one keep down. Should be another keep falling in the mid lane soon.
Yeah. Could even be double keep, but bot is still going to be pushing.
Next boss will be up after this curse on the top side.
Getting that keep would be pretty helpful. It means that the boss basically just ends the game. If they get even gets taken down.
Aperture trying to move away. That Stike is down.
This should just be game now.
Yeah,
Stike is clone, just going to die.
Aperture tries to jump over the wall, but Falstad follows him there with the fly.
Falstad has no mercy, still chasing. Actually, if Merdin turned around, they might be able to kill Falstad, but it doesn't even matter. WaterDragons are going for the core. Still cursed. They're actually just killing the keep first. It seems a bit confused. Now they're starting to attack the core. Half of them are going for the keep. One is chasing Merdin.
They might just want to escort some cannons, but those are gonna take a while to come in there. 2 cannonballs, focus firing, 5 people. They won't be able to stop this. Game 2 goes over to the side of WaterDragons. Well played.
Yeah. Decisive victory. Both games didn't seem like WaterDragons were ever really worried.
Yeah,
never really gave up control of the game.
If Balance were gonna have a shot in this game, I think they just ruined it by picking the Illidan.
That they got outdrafted.
Just picking the Thrall for the poke, trying to delay for the Everfur would have been a much smarter decision. Illidan died 3 times there. There's actually only 5 deaths on the side of WaterDragons.
Yeah.
See, and we.
The Anub'arak actually didn't die once, which is a bit surprising in this competition. And again wants me to rate the cooperation of my teammates.
I'd say they cooperated quite well.
Excellent, 5 star.
WaterDragons takes the win. Reflobat closing out. And that means WaterDragons will be facing Vizinertia in round 5.
Which I'm sure Vizinertia is looking forward to.
Let's see. Oh, they're already asking me if I want to do a winners interview. That's nice. That's nice. I don't even have to ask. And we're actually pretty much on schedule. Both doing those 2 games only took an hour, which is nice. The next match begins at 3 PM, so we have some time left.
Okay. Is Cavalier Guest going to be casting then?
If I remember correctly, Cavalier Guest will be casting Chaos in Complete Control versus No Trick Ponies.
Hello.
Hello. We will continue this discussion later, Froge.
Okay.
Congratulations on winning 2-0 against Balance.
Yep. Thanks.
I think the moment you first banned Vikings, they got completely destroyed in draft. But let's take it game by game.
Yeah, we knew that they played Tigers, played the Vikings, so we knew they had that tactic. So it's fine.
There we go. The first draft link. Let me just open that one up. Let's see. They were first pick. Okay, so you went in with the pretty early Tyrael. And I know it's a comfort pick for Big Lupu.
Yeah.
And I guess, were you considering picking up the Kerrigan there, considering it was still open?
Our Kerrigan player was not participating this time, so we didn't want to pick Kerrigan.
Yuta was the sub. Oh yeah, he was the one who was getting subbed for.
Yeah.
Yeah, that explains.
Alright.
And if he was there, would you have considered Kerrigan first? Or are you still like, Tyrael, please?
Probably not. Probably Tyrael first, but yeah, would have picked Kerrigan later.
Yeah, the one moment where Gul'dan was about to die, you had like a beautiful sanctification, which just guaranteed that game. Yeah. In general, draft looked pretty solid. Why the Greymane though?
Because Kangeli is such a good Greymane.
Okay. Yeah, we usually don't see him a lot unless it's like a comfort pick, since he fell off a bit. I think actually game 1 was just really dominated. I don't think either team really won the draft, but you just won every team fight. And Balance wasn't able to capitalize on even having a man advantage.
It seemed like they especially weren't able to deal with Gul'dan at all.
Yeah, Revatar was carrying some fights there.
Yeah, we prioritized Revatar playing Gul'dan like all the games. He's such a good Gul'dan. So we wanted him to be on Gul'dan this game, this match.
Okay. And yeah, in general, I don't think the Infernal Shrines game was that exciting actually.
A bit of a stomp.
It was a stomp. Balance didn't really manage to get anywhere, get any position. And then second game, most surprising thing, why the early Anubarak?
Well, because Tyrael was banned and I kind of wanted to play Anubarak.
Oh, okay, so just another comfort pick then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could have gone for Muradin, but like we wanted to pick an early tank, so getting ETC or Muradin early, I didn't feel like it.
Going Muradin would have been difficult, considering he was picked up for Balance.
The first rotation.
Oh right, yeah, right.
But ETC was still available. I was expecting if you were picking tank ETC just for the global with stage dive. But
I actually continue.
No, go ahead.
I was actually expecting, since you picked up the early Anubarak, but then you still banned me, which confused us even more.
Yeah, we didn't really like. We kind of auto-banned the Gleaming. Like we should have thought about that more, but we just like autopilot banned that Gleaming.
All right.
Yeah, Hero League 101.
We actually thought picking ETC as our last pick, but they picked Typhus, so we went WaterDragon Lily.
ETC was also banned.
Yep.
Yeah, it was banned, so we couldn't pick it.
And were you actually expecting the Illidan? Because I personally didn't think they'd move into it.
Yeah, we were surprised by that Illidan since we had Lily already, and like Malfurion roots and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We were surprised by the Illidan pick.
That game seemed kind of lost in draft, picking Illidan into Lily and not having any poke to enable the Epixor.
Yeah, like we got requests on chat yesterday to play WaterDragon Lily because our team named WaterDragon.
I do.
So Nebet like insisted on playing WaterDragon Lily, so we like thought, okay, go ahead.
You get bonus points for that. Your team logo, if you're gonna rewatch the VOD, is actually WaterDragon Lily alt icon.
We were supposed to go Shen Lily last picks, but like we decided against it because we didn't have another Shen player on the roster.
You should have subbed in Aperture.
This is some pretty advanced drafting right here.
Yeah, didn't get the double pen. That's pretty shame. Yeah, I think you just won the first game through decisive team fighting and won the second game in draft.
Yeah.
And you will be moving on to round 5 facing Fizz and Urcha. How do you feel about that matchup?
Well, we already won against them previously, so we are thinking that if we win against Visionaire and then Nodric Ponies loses against Chaos in complete control, we might get like a Finns versus Finns game, and we are quite excited about that.
It would be nice, but Fizz did manage to beat their previous rivals Tip Top, so I wouldn't underestimate them. might see an upset. You did actually manage to take a game from Chaos, so I think it would be a fun grand finals to watch actually, if you manage to beat Fizz in the semis.
Yeah, we are confident in our odds against this Inertia.
Yeah, that's good to hear. I like teams that are confident. Then I think that's all my questions for the winners interview. Froge, do you have any left?
No, not really.
Are there any in Twitch chat? Did WaterDragons pick WaterDragons? Yes, they did. Yeah. Yeah, that's all the questions we have then. So thanks for joining me in the winners interview. Congratulations in winning and good luck in your next match.
Yep, thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, and on that note, we will be ending the stream. Next match should be live at 3 PM, as I was discussing with Froge earlier. I think Cavalier Guest is doing Chaos versus No Trick Ponies. And Lead Cat should be doing Fizz and Inertia versus WaterDragons.
Right.
And then from... let me get the schedule. Let's see, at 5 apparently I'm casting. I'm not entirely sure which game. I guess that's the semi-finals for the losers bracket. And then at 7 we will be casting the finals on both Cavalier Guest's channel and on the Heroes Lounge channel. So make sure you tune in, follow all the channels, Heroes Lounge, Cavalier Guest and Heroes Lounge 2, and you're about to see some good Heroes action pretty soon. Froge, thanks for joining me, thanks for co-casting, and I will see everyone later.
Bye.